All right, well, speaking of E3 and E3 rumors, I wonder if we have our own E3 predictions that may be just crazy enough to, what would be your craziest E3 prediction that you would love to see happen that you would know would never happen? My image just popped up there.
Well,
I'll go first. Here's my E3 prediction. Capcom, unsatisfied with the way Street Fighter V sold, will relaunch the game and reskin the whole thing as a new Rival Schools, calling it Fival Schools, bringing the series back, and as a bonus, it's going to include Fival from An American Tail, a playable character.
And it's going to go west.
It will come west. You heard it here first.
That's great.
I can't beat that.
I'm just saying, you were given homework.
Yeah.
Brandon did his
That's
homework.
true.
Brandon, do you want to go?
I also didn't do my homework in school. No, my prediction is an Apple game console.
An Apple game console.
Very sleek and sexy, something that you'd like to look at aesthetically in your entertainment center. I don't even think it plays physical discs. I think it's digital only. Just give me a box that's got a big hard drive and a controller.
You're describing an Apple TV right now.
When would they release this at E3 during like the PS4 conference?
This is what I wanted to unpack this. When is this being announced?
So you have a problem with that and not Fightful appearing in a relaunched Resident Evil 5 or Street Fighter 5?
Yeah. Fival goes west.
No, I think all you really need is just a controller that feels great, a range of high-end AAA games and smaller, tiny, $1, $2, $3 games
From Apple.
Yeah, from Apple. Why not?
I mean, that's actually fairly likely. I mean, it's
Eventually.
plausible.
Yeah,
plausible
eventually.
to say that. Yeah.
On the plausibility scale, we're not at a 1 out of 10.
No, not like
One Chewbacca Royce out of 10.
Fival Schools.
I really like
Fival
that.
Schools.
My prediction is that since Nintendo only has Zelda at E3, something will leak and it'll be a realistic Mario game starring a real man.
Gritty reboot.
With just a disgusting mustache, and he goes around and he eats garbage and he fights living monster creatures.
He's just stomping on turtles and it's horrible.
It's horrible,
It's awful.
and real and gross. And Troy Baker does the voice of most of the characters.
No, I like it.
Mushrooms.
It's Harry Crane from Mad Men. It's the guy from Firewatch.
That's really good.
Firewatch 2.
I like that a lot.
Firewatch 2 is Mario Galaxy.
And he's
3.
walking around and he's like, these disgusting turtles.
I hate mushrooms.
So a realistic, gritty reboot of Mario Brothers. What's
Yeah.
the name? Is it just Super Mario Brothers again?
Super real Mario.
He's fighting a dinosaur at the end. You're like, what are you? It's a biological miracle. What are you doing?
Yeah, Bowser's just beating the Peach has all these tattoos. She's addicted to drugs.
Addicted to drugs.
Yeah. All of them.
Addicted to mushrooms.
Is she a real princess? Is she like Swedish or something?
No, she just has a t-shirt with a crown on it.
I like that's where the princesses come from.
I'm trying to think of where I know the real princesses exist, and I think Sweden is one of the places.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Netherlands. There's a lot of those.
My mind went to Sweden.
Okay.
Because of Kingsman: The Secret Service. That's why.
Scandinavian.
Yeah.
I mean, the easy one, Half-Life 3. So there you go, mic drop.
Yeah, that one's not going to happen.
No,
You know why it's not going to happen? Because
the game doesn't exist.
No, because somebody was telling me yesterday about how much money Valve is making a day just selling
Hats.
lottery tickets in their games
Oh
now.
yeah. The
Like,
Battle Pass or something.
Battle Pass is
Is
like
that
they're-
League or is that Dota?
Dota.
It's Dota, yeah. They're making like $20 million a day, and they're like, why would you ever make another video game again? Just do that. You're good.
Yeah.
No, my real one. Justin kind of took it with the console idea, but my real one was what does a publisher do when they basically eclipsed everything else, right? You have Activision Blizzard. They make more money than they know what to do with. They're opening up a movie studio. We're going to see the Angry Birds movie is already.
I think it already came and went, actually.
Was it Angry Birds?
What are you talking about?
What's the cinematic universe that they're opening?
Activision's making Call of the
Call of Duty, and then they're doing another one.
Warcraft.
No, it's
There is that Warcraft movie coming out.
that's not from the same
I don't know.
studio though. Anyway, they're opening up a movie division. They're doing all this other stuff and diversifying. I mean,
New Horizons.
It would make sense to. It actually wouldn't make
Activision-
sense at all. But getting into the console game,
An Activision console.
Activision Blizzard console, like Diablo Reaper of Souls was the first time Blizzard went into the console. Now they're coming out with Overwatch, so Blizzard's dabbling into console. Activision's got a ton of money to burn. It would make sense to make one and then have this massive first party with all these amazing exclusives from Activision and Blizzard.
It would never happen, but I wonder if there's one company that, like, their games are so, like, they just said, look, we're making a console. If there's any game or franchise that the only way to play this is by buying our box. Like Call of Duty. Like, Call of Duty doesn't come to the PS4 or Xbox One anymore. There's just a box that you have to buy. Like, how many of those would they sell?
They have Call of Duty. They also have Diablo.
Yeah, the only way to play
Skylanders.
Destiny,
Yeah,
Call of
Destiny.
Duty, and Skylanders, and World of Warcraft and Diablo is on this specific box.
There was a rumor for a while, a couple years ago, that there'd be an EA console. I remember being like, "That's insane." But I think back then it probably would have made a little bit of sense.
Yeah.
No, it still would have been.
Yeah, I
insane.
mean, EA's got the annualized portfolio, right, with Madden and FIFA and NHL and golf.
That's true. All EA Sports is another example of a label that can maybe pull it off.
The problem is like consoles are the loss leader, right? Like the software is what sells, and like that's where you make your money back. And there's no reason why a publisher who has diversified across PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, PC, what have you, there's no reason that they would make a console and then just like put up a walled garden. Like you're just cutting off this big stream of money that's just going into your big big sack.
Nintendo actually sells their hardware at a profit, which is pretty rare. But then they don't sell.
I think that might be happening with all the consoles this generation. But
Yeah,
still,
I know.
I mean, either way, you make the bulk of your money off of software.
Yeah, and peripherals.
That's why I just don't ever see a third-party publisher getting into the hardware game.
No.
What would the name of the Activision console be?
So I actually
The A Station.
That's not bad. The BlizzBox,
Activate.
BlizzBox.
maybe.
BlizzBox, I like that.
The Ice Cube, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
And your rep is Ice Cube.
Sure.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't been in an Are We There Yet in a while.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
He's probably looking.
He needs
for,
another one of those films.
Probably looking for
Free.
something.
The Ice Cube cinematic.
I'll work
universe.
on this, but
Yeah, work on it.
send us your names of an Activision Blizzard console.
Please don't.
Yeah, and your ghosts.
To Justin.
Not your ghosts.
We're gonna get a lot of empty boxes and be like, "Oh God, was there a ghost in there?" We don't know because you can't see them.
I think I can definitively say the answer is no.